Welcome to another episode of Talks with Tosh. It's your girl Tosh, the CEO and host of this show. And today we're going to switch it up. We're bringing it to the islands. You feel me? Yeah, go ahead and introduce yourself.
What's good? How y'all doing? My name is 3GF Johnny from the South Side. And I'm Haitian too.
Okay.
Shout out to Zos.
The real zone.
You
The
already
real
know.
zone. You feel me?
Yes, sir.
So 3ZF. Where'd that come from?
3ZF. 3ZF, man. Honestly, shout out YBN. YBN inspired that name. YBN is Corday's group. And I kept seeing like 3-letter names. I'm like, okay. So everybody call me Johnny, but like if I start putting my music as Johnny, nobody gonna find me. So I was like, I need a name. So then I was like, all right, 3ZF, 3 Zos for sure. And that was like our like IG name between me and my 3 boys, my other 2 guys. And I was like, okay, 3 Zos for sure, 3ZF Johnny. And when I told my brother, he was like, 3ZF, what is that? But then it started to come back around. Now everybody like, oh, 3ZF. And you know, he got on the hat too.
Okay.
Merch coming soon. You dig?
I need a hat. Real
All right,
bad.
bet. I got you.
Okay.
I got you.
I need a hat real
A
bad.
shirt, hoodie, everything, man. We're going to get it together.
I'm here for it. I'm here for it.
Yeah.
So, you know, one thing I always do on every episode is ask about mental health, especially because black men, y'all be dealing with way more than everybody else.
Yeah.
So on a scale of 1 to 10, where's your mental health right now?
Ooh, it's so crazy you said that, man. Last night, I ain't gonna hold you, it was at like a 3 or 4. Mm-hmm. But I took a walk today, right before the interview. I had to talk to God, I had to be real with him. Mm-hmm. So now I'm feeling better. I'm back at an 8.5, you know what I'm saying?
That's real.
It's still a challenge sometimes, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, when you put things in the hands of God, things get easier. So, I mean, it's how I feel now. I know more trials and tribulations going to come my way, more feeling, especially at night. I don't know what it is at night, but when you just by yourself, it's like, dang, it be hitting you. But my mental health ain't too bad, honestly. I try to be grateful. Even when I'm going through something, it's like, I don't have to go through it. I don't have to, I can change my perspective and be like, you'll be all right. You know what I'm saying? So my mental health is straight. So I appreciate you for asking that. How your mental health going?
Oh, my God. I love when y'all ask me that because I be like, yeah, I'm going to just ask y'all because a lot of people don't really ask me.
Yeah, for sure.
I would say I'm at a solid 8, too.
Solid 8. Okay,
you know, like, I feel like, you know, with me being 25 and trying to run the show, and I'm trying to be, you know, I'm trying to get used to not being so hyper independent because, you know, growing up, I always felt like I had to do things by myself. And especially with me having to grow up pretty quickly. Yeah. So I'm always thinking, okay, yeah, I got to do this by myself and do this by myself. But, you know, for the show now, I'm trying to grow a team. Like, you know, one of my sisters is helping me out with emails and stuff like that. So, you know, I feel like I'm in a better space, like doing the show again and actually seeing people like wanting to pay for my time. I said, damn, like y'all really support me.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And you've been one of the realest ones.
I appreciate it.
You know what I'm saying? You be like, Tosh, you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, oh my God, like this life shit is no joke. Like every time I'm like, okay, yeah, we're going to do this time. It's always something. So, you know, yeah, I'm at a good 8.
You had a good 8.
A good 8.
Okay. That's what's up. Well, if you don't mind me asking, how do things at home change your perspective when you come out in the real world? Like, does it like discourage you? Like the type of love you see your parents, the family stuff that be going on. Like, how does that change your view in life?
So for me, I lost my mom at a pretty young age. I lost my mom when I when I was about to turn 22. So at 21, I'm still trying to figure out what I want to do with myself, trying to figure out what my journey is going to be. Like my journey was going to school, you know, after I graduated high school, but, you know, God had other plans. You know, and I said, you know, I don't know if I could be the best college student I could be, knowing that my mom is really sick and I'm the one taking care of her. Like anytime she called me, okay, y'all, I gotta go. Like my mom need me type thing. So knowing now, like, you know, things at home now, I feel like I'm at peace when I go home because I didn't know what peace felt like because my life was very tumultuous. Not even gonna lie to you. Like, so dealing with life, even, like, full transparency. Like, I even said it on the show before. I said I was homeless. Like, I was still doing interviews while I was sleeping in my car, while I was, you know, still trying to support people and people were supporting me. I was sleeping in my car, editing videos. And I'm not ashamed of the stuff that I've been through because at the end of the day, like there's always light at the end of the tunnel.
Yeah.
But now that I have stability, like, I have a good paying job, I have a place to call home, and I don't have to worry about checking out at 11 o'clock in the morning anymore. It brings me peace. And I feel like I can, without being all the time. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it just feels nice. It just feels nice.
Give yourself a round of applause, man. That's beautiful. I ain't gonna hold you. That is.
And a lot of people didn't know that.
Yeah.
Because they're like, Tosh, you're so happy all the time. I said, oh, child, sometimes the happiest people go through the most.
No, really. It's so unfortunate. I don't know why. It's a human thing, but I feel like when people see you doing like big things or they see you as a celebrity or famous or something, they think life is going good for you. Not knowing that like the higher you are, the more cost it is, the higher the responsibility. Like the mighty falls, like everybody falls. Like no matter how important they is, how good they look, like everybody going through something.
Right.
But nobody understands that. And that's something I'm like understanding to myself. Like people be like, yeah, you big, you famous. I downplay myself. I'm like, oh, I'm just Johnny. But to other people, it's like, nah, you a big deal. And people will rob you, will be jealous, will kill you, will do different stuff because they think you up here. Whole time you just as human as them, and you they probably living a better life than you, but your life just get advertised a little better. That's really all it is.
That's
literally,
it.
Yeah.
That is it. Yeah. And it'd be funny when people are like, Tosh, you're famous. No.
Yeah.
No, not.
Literally,
like, no.
Yeah.
Because I'm very humble. Because anything that you work so hard for can be taken away from you at any time.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to say, yeah, I'm famous and everybody want to be on Talks with Tosh. Like, if you want to come be on the show, all right, that's cool.
Yeah,
like,
sure.
You know what I'm saying? Because the point of my platform is to give, local artists that are good a way to, broadcast themselves.
Yeah, right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And, I feel like giving artists a light is it's not a lot.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It really is, though. It is. Because we need people like y'all.
Yeah. And, it's so funny.
I play a very, very big part.
And there are people who are like, Tosh, like, you just made me feel so comfortable. It's like I'm talking to my friend. I said, I love that.
Yeah.
And I think that's the point. Like, I'm not trying to be all up in your business. Like, I heard you don't take care of your kids and all this stuff. Like,
right.
I'm not with that messy shit.
Right.
So, I really appreciate you asking.
For sure.
Because I don't get asked that a lot.
You good.
So,
you deserve your flowers too, man. I promise you do. And that's probably God's plan for you.
Yeah.
To help other people get a bigger platform and make them feel comfortable.
Yeah.
To be themselves. Like, that means something. Right?
Yeah.
So don't downplay that. Don't downplay it.
John, you gonna make me cry?
You good, man. You straight.
So let's talk about the music.
Yeah.
How is that going for you?
Music, man. Music is going straight. It really is. I'm working on my project right now. It's gonna be crazy. I'm not gonna hold you.
I believe it.
This project is gonna turn Atlanta upside down. Oh my God.
Bringing the island.
Nah, it ain't no island vibes. Straight American vibes. You know what I mean?
What?
The island vibes is like a test trial. I'm gonna come in with a Paradise Island 2, but this like a studio debut album, just for me. You know what I'm saying? So that my fans know who I am. I could open up, be vulnerable, do different stuff. So it's an album that I got coming. It's gonna be really, really heavy, and I don't think nobody ready for it. And no more competition after it. There's no comparison, no nothing. It's gonna be oh, this man Johnny nice. I really can't wait. I gotta spend a lot of money, studio time, get it mixed, mastered, get this and that, then reels, then different stuff. So it's taking a little bit of time. If I had money, real money, then I would have knocked it out in 2 months. But I'm taking my time and I'm still finding new songs. I'm almost done. I'm halfway done. So hopefully by the end of this year or by January, I'll be done and then we can start rolling it out for real. Okay. I wanted it to drop this year, but it just ain't happened. So I'm gonna take my time and make sure it's come out the best project ever.
Of course. And remember, no project is perfect, but you just know that, this is gonna be one of the best products you put out.
Yeah, no cap, for sure.
You know what I'm saying?
It's gonna be memorable. I really am excited for it.
I'm excited for you.
Yeah, no
because
cap.
I think I remember you was I need some, I think it was Creole in the song. And I was I don't know a lot of Creole, but I can try.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying?
The French song. There you go.
Yeah, the
that
French song.
Yeah.
I was damn. It's my ADHD. I'll be oh my God, I have so much stuff to do. I said, damn. I hope Johnny doesn't hate my guts for
Nah,
this.
you straight, bro. You straight. Luckily, man, shout out my homegirl Celine and my brother's girlfriend Anisha. They helped me with that. So they definitely came in clutch.
That's
and luckily,
good.
the song turned out fire. No cap.
Okay,
so
period.
Shout out to them.
I know that's
100%,
right. I know that's right. I think there was a music video you had put out. I forgot which song it was. I can't remember the name.
You know what the music video showed? Was it my last one?
Yes.
Night in Guadalupe?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, this is such a love story. Like,
yeah.
I said, wow, Johnny the lover boy, I love that. Tap
sure.
in with Johnny, y'all, because Johnny really be in his feelings.
You already know, man. You know. Mm-hmm. Yeah, man.
How was that experience like?
Oh, yeah, it was dope. It really was, man. We made Night in Guadalupe in the studio. Mm-hmm. I knew that song was gonna be fire. I had to take my time with it. Like, guitars was going crazy. Mm-hmm. Once we made that beat, shout out Ice Pop, shout out Mark and Court. Once we made it, I knew like that song gonna be it. And I wrote it the next day, recorded it. Then I was like, okay, this song gonna be probably the hit of the EP. We gotta make a music video to it. I ain't trying to. You want the rawness of what happened in that video, or you want the business side? Because I can tell you the rawness off the camera, but there's some stuff that had happened I could talk about. I could be real with the folk, but I'm not trying to step on nobody's shoe, be messy. I ain't slimy like that. You know what I mean? I keep it professional.
Okay.
I'm saying, definitely. So, which version you want? Or what do the people want? Cause we could
talk about the business on camera and then the messy shit off camera.
All right, for sure.
Yeah. So let's get into that.
All right, cool. So shout out my boy DL. First we recorded it with my boy Quality Lens, great photographer, great videographer, somebody in the industry. He does great. So we recorded it with him the first time. Shout out Cecil Bernard. We used his mansion, great artist and everything. And it was cool. And then when I look back at it, I was like, it could be better.
Real?
It could be. Like we were excited about it. Like it looked good, but it was just like too repetitive in one place. I'm like, nah, we could really like do something to it. So the girl we had using that video, I had to replace her.
Not just to replace her.
Yeah, man. I tell you, yeah, it's just some.
It's just
we just had to, I was like, all right, cool. Like, she did good or whatever, but it's like for this second video, like, we had to really, like, step it up. And so, we talked some business side, really wasn't seeing eye to eye on the business side no more. So I went with another girl. Her name is Anaya. Mm-hmm. My boy Johannes, my producer, he put me on to her. So shout out her. She did an amazing job. She a whole actor, model, and everything. I told her the plot, the story, and then we did it at a different location, and we did mad different location. My boy DL, he came through. Shout out Leslie. We used his house, and the video turned out fire. I just wanted to recreate Samson and Delilah type of story, but like a 2024 version. You know what I mean? Like, you so in love with a shawty, and you so da-da-da. Whole time she messy. You know what I mean? And you don't even know because you so blind. And as a man, ain't nothing wrong with love, but you want to still have a logic, sound mind, and to use your discernment to know, okay, when can I go full gas and when do I like watch out? So, you know what I mean? Like, I read the Bible a lot. I have a big faith in God, and
yes, you do.
I like, shoot, let me just do a little Samson Delilah story. That's what really inspired it. So it's like an artist like me being on an international tour. You sleeping in one of the cities, you got a little girl that's entertaining you, and you think everything's straight, and the whole time it's not. And so that's a lesson in the video, but that's a lesson for me in real life as well. You know what I mean? So it's like, just be careful, because not everybody got your best interests, and just because something look good don't mean that it is good. Just because some appear in an angel-like form don't mean it's like from God or it's a good thing. So it's like, just be careful.
What did Drake say? Angel eyes, but you've been giving me hell all night. Yeah.
No cap.
And sometimes
Freddie taught me ugly lessons.
Yeah, sometimes we be green.
Yeah.
Because, sometimes we just like how people come, and it's like, oh my God, she's just so bad. Like, this bitch, she's crude as fuck.
Yeah.
And you talking about you like her, she got nothing going on with herself. She don't got no motion. All she want to do is smoke, sit on the phone, and talk to you all day. It's like, bitch, do you have anything else going on outside of me?
Yeah, right.
You know what I'm saying? So sometimes we could, even with females, sometimes we accept men for, how they look. Mm-hmm. Females could be shallow.
Yeah.
And that's all shade with the tree. So, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And it's like, I'm learning how to take people as they come. And this is not even for me tooting my own horn, y'all. And I'm going to pop my shit because this is my show.
Go ahead.
But they always come back for Tosh. They always come back for Tosh. And I'm going to tell you why. So anytime I meet somebody, they're like, so Tosh, what do you do? I go to school. I'm a sign language interpreter. I have a podcast. All that. They're like, oh, okay. That's fine. But they see, because my work schedule can be very hectic. I'm talking about I'm working from the crack of dawn with the Roosters till it's at night where the hood niggas come out. You know what I'm saying? So they're like, oh, you just be too busy for me. Would you rather me be busy or just be a female that just at home all day with nothing going on? No shade to those who do that. But I'm just saying. So it's just like people, you got to accept people for as they come. So, I'd rather be busy than just not do anything at all. So, yeah.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying?
No, you're right.
So if you had to replace old girl, you had to replace her.
Yeah, man, no cap.
No hard feelings though, babe.
Ain't no hard feelings.
It's
Strictly business.
Strictly business. Yeah.
Straight, no cap.
And not everything is good as it seems.
It's not everything ain't good as it seems. And it all ends up working out. That's a big thing from God. Is like, God, I really, really want this, or I really, really want this person. And God is like, all right, you can't have it. You want to, sure, but there's better. So if I had just settled for that video and that cast, then the video would have turned out okay, but it wouldn't have been what it is now. So like that video was like big to everybody. Like, yo, I've never seen this type before. Like comments going crazy, likes going crazy, reposts. Like that's probably like my biggest accomplishment of the year was that video. You know what I'm saying? We took our time and we executed.
As
so
you should. The perfect rollout.
Yeah, no cap. For real. So more coming. Way more coming.
Soon come.
You already know. 2025. Crazy.
It's yours.
Yeah. You already know.
Okay.
Yeah,
so what's up with you performing more? What's up with that?
Performing, man. That last performance I posted was actually like last year. And that was like 2023 in December when I had dropped that Paradise Island EP. And the anniversary was like this week or last week or whatever.
Okay.
When we dropped it. So that's why I posted those videos. So like right now, because I'm focused on the album, I haven't really been focusing on like performing, but if people need me to perform, I'll perform. When I do drop this album, when we do get a lot of social media buzz and, we drop merch and different things, then I can hold my own show and be like, all right, we ready. But for right now, I kind of want to keep building that. I don't want it to be like the same people or the same fan base. Like I want to grow it and I want to like make a name for myself a little bit more before I have my own show. Right. If you want me to perform with you or perform one of my songs, whatever, I'll do it. Ain't no problem. You know what I'm saying? So, and I'm also working on being like the best live performer that I could be. Making sure my voice sounds straight, making sure I'm interacting with the crowd, making sure I remember my lyrics, making sure I'm confident, making sure I'm having fun, making sure like people remember you. So that's how performance is going for me.
Of course. Yeah. I think the key thing when it comes to performing, make people remember you.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like, okay, so what is it about this kid? Oh, he's a Zoe. Gotcha. Yeah.
Right,
you know what I'm saying?
For sure.
Because I feel like when it comes, like, if I go to a show and I see, like, okay, he or she had awesome stage presence, the way they just own the room, yeah, I'm going to have to come fuck with you. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's just like, okay, like, they working it. Yeah. There's a lot of people that I've met who's been on the show. I've met at, like, shows such as like Meet the Underdogs, or I've seen on Delete or Heat. Like, shout out to Lex and Juno. Shout out to Gambino for Meet the Underdogs. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of dope platforms, like especially like amazing artists, like that I've built rapport with. Sometimes here's the key to how to get them. So the way to get people to like feel more connected to you, just be yourself, be authentic. Yeah. it don't, sometimes like you could talk business, but also sometimes not everybody want to be business oriented. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
And you know, even with my best friend Debbie, like sometimes we go out and I'm like, okay, yeah, we're gonna network, but we're gonna have some fun. Like there's this one girl I met, Caviar Sunday. Shout out to you, Caviar. Dope artist, talented as fuck.
Yeah.
And you know, I met her at Meet the Underdogs. She knew Debbie, and I said, Caviar, I really like your fro. Fro was froing. And she was like, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, like, just be yourself. And that's how people gonna be like, okay, who was that girl that you was with? She was real funny.
Yeah.
Boom. And then they finally say, yeah, like, I heard you got a podcast. How do I get on it?
Yeah.
You know, so building that rapport, business and personal, it'll get you far.
For sure.
Just being yourself gets you even farther.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Even when I had this one interview and she didn't show up. Was I disappointed? Yeah. Like, you know, I was like, oh, she didn't show up. I spent all this money. God damn. Like, what am I supposed to do? And then next thing you know, like, the dude whose studio I rented from, he's like one of the biggest podcasters in the city.
Yeah.
I had no idea. Never heard of this guy. And then he said, you got it. You got it. It's in you. I said, okay. And then he follows me on Instagram. He said, yeah, like, you really have it. And seeing that he got like over like 70,000 followers and he's interviewing big name artists, I said, yo, this man is talking to me saying that I got it. And I just started the show in like a year ago. So when you put yourself in rooms and in positions like that and people that are bigger than you are telling you that you have it, that's just what it is. You have it.
Yeah.
So I'm not as big, but Johnny, you have it.
Appreciate it.
Like you do. Like, you know what I'm saying? I said, y'all, Johnny is so sweet. Johnny is so talented. Like, y'all got to tap in with Johnny for real because if you don't, your mama's a hoe.
Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Your mom's not one, but hey, I ain't say it. I
said it. Who want to fight me?
It.
Who want to fight me?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
outside
of music, like, what do? Do you play golf? You a hooper?
Oh yeah, I be hooping.
Everybody's a hooper.
I be hooping, man. I be hooping. I like to listen to music, write music, of course. Whenever God calls me, I do be preaching at some churches, at my churches, whenever that is.
Oh, you be preaching?
Yeah, I do.
He gonna take us to church, y'all.
My pops is a pastor, and yeah, just I don't preach like consistently, but if a church call me like, hey, we need a preacher, can you preach for us? And I have a sermon and I'm like available to do it, then I'll go do it. That don't mean I'm a preacher myself, but if God want to use me to give a word, I will. You know what I'm saying?
And you
for
gonna
sure.
give that word.
And I will, no cap. And I think that's just one of the callings of my life, to like speak into people or whatever God has inside of me to relay that message to them. So I be doing that sometimes. I like to hang out with friends. I like to, what else I like doing?
You like to be outside?
If I need to be outside with my friends, and we having fun for sure. Okay. I like to shop around, I like to look around. You know what I'm saying? I watch sports. I'm a big LA fan. Shout out to Lakers. You know what I mean? I do. And from time to time, I watch a couple shows while I'm eating. Like right now, I'm watching Drake and Josh. I love.
Grow the fuck up.
Nah, I have to, bro. I am like that was my childhood. Like I have to go back and watch it.
Yeah.
I love shows like How to Get Away with Murder.
Yes.
All them other shows. Like I like watching different shows when I have the time to. And I like to be real chill. Honestly, I like to have a good time. I like to be like a goofball. I like to try different things. You know what I'm saying? I don't play golf, but I'll golf if I can. I'll swing it. It's gonna go somewhere. You know what I mean? I could catch a football. I can kick a soccer. I could do something, man. I could do something. Yeah.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I just like experiencing different things and just being young and enjoying life. However that looks like. So yeah.
When you say young, you mean get into the club young? Like, are you 21 plus?
Nah, like just enjoying being young because you're not gonna be young forever. So me being like 22 versus me being 57, I'm gonna miss those days. Now I'm gonna be happy I lived to see 57.
Yes,
but like when you're 22, it's like, oh, so don't take it for granted. You know what I mean? So enjoy it every day. It's a blessing.
Absolutely.
So, yeah.
Absolutely.
That's what I mean.
Man,
sure.
I feel that because
Oh, my fault.
Oh.
I'm so sorry.
No, you're good. It's not going to break. You could lift it up.
I'll lift it back up.
Yeah. Oh, my God. I'm like, what literally happened? I
keep it like this?
Yeah.
It's good? Okay.
Yeah.
Mama, I was doing this. I I had to. I play air basketball all the time.
Air basketball is crazy.
Had to.
That is funny. Nah, but being like 25, I always be like, oh my God, I miss when I wasn't paying bills. Like, you know, me and Debbie, we babysitting like her niece and nephew right now. And they just live life freely. Like, they don't have to worry about nothing. They can just sit on their tablets and watch TV while Debbie and I have to cook and clean and do all this other stuff. I said, oh my God, like, can I be like y'all? Like, you know what I'm saying? But I enjoy, like, honestly, babysitting kids is prepping me to be a mom. Because the future, I know for me, is motherhood.
Yeah.
So even with her having a little girl, like, if, you know, she in the shower and baby poops on herself, can you change her diaper? Okay. Baby poop stank.
Yeah.
Okay.
For sure.
But it's showing me like, okay, Taj, like this is you know, this is preparing you ahead of time.
Yeah.
So by the time it's time for me to have my kids, emphasis on kids because I want more than one.
For sure.
Okay.
For sure.
So it's showing me the ropes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's just nice seeing these kids like just run around. Like kids give you a headache.
Yeah.
But it's just so nice to see them run around and play. I said, dang, like I miss being that young.
Yeah, I know, bro. You gotta enjoy every stage of life, bro, because you're gonna take it for granted. You're gonna look back like, dang, I wish I could be young again. Go home, come home from school watching Super Wide, iCarly, Big Time Rush. You know, small stuff, bro, like Dora, Diego. All it's like, wow, like time flies. And you see them. So,
yeah.
like, I love kids. I'm good with kids. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I would hope so because you're in the church.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I mean, I work with them a lot. You know what I mean? They cool peoples, and I try to understand them, try to give them a good, you know, base and everything, having fun, make them have fun and everything. So, having cool is dope. I want to have like 4 when I get married because I have like 4 siblings. But however many my wife can push out, I'll take. But I'm looking at like 4+. You know what I mean? So I hope she's ready for that. You know what I mean?
So since you're Haitian, so my best friend is Haitian.
Yeah.
And his older sister is like my big sister. And their parents are Haitian. So does your wife have to be Haitian or you don't care what she is?
Well, me personally.
Say the right answer, Johnny.
My the Haitian women got something on me. They so flawless. But they're so dangerous at the same time, too. It's just sensational. You know what I'm saying? You got to let it thrill. Honestly, I don't mind messing with a girl that's not Haitian. Like, I don't mind. It ain't it's not a culture, like, strictness, like, you have to. But for me,
it's just
I would want to, it's the preference because she understands what I understand. Like, certain things Haitians go through in the household, like, I can't explain it to you. You just got to know. You know what I'm saying? And every Haitian kid has gone through the same thing, no matter where you from, who you is, how tall you is, anything. Like, we all go through the same thing. So she will understand, I will understand. And then I think it would be better for us to, like, raise our kids in that same manner. Yeah. So for me, like, I still want to be slightly disciplined. So if my kid do something out of line, I will hit him. But if she's, like, straight American and she's like, no, hit my child. It's like, how's he ever going to learn if we keep babying him? I'm not going to abuse him. I'm going to love my child regardless, unconditionally. But from time to time, you do got to discipline your child, however that looks like. I want to say, like, slap him or beat him with a pen, but I would tap him and give him a punishment, something. But if she's not with that or don't understand that from how I come with my background, then it's like, dang. But a Haitian girl that's been through that got punishment, that's seen everything, that has siblings, she'll understand and we'll be, like, on one accord. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And Haitian women can cook, too. Best cook in the world. You know what I'm saying? And they're just so beautiful, man. And they just... You know what I mean? I don't know. But just be careful, though. You know what I mean? Because great things come with a high price. You know what I mean?
Oh, for sure.
Mercedes-Benz is nice, but it comes with high cars. You know what I'm saying? Like, Caribbean women are top tier. Y'all top tier. But y'all come with a lot. So that's the only thing I got to just be careful with. That's it.
See, because my best friend, he is bougie. Okay, he drives an Audi. He said, no, girl, like, I'm parking valet.
Oh, word?
Yeah, every
the Haitian
time.
One?
Yeah, my best friend, he's Haitian. Oh, wow. Yeah, he drives an Audi. He said, yeah, anytime we go anywhere, we're parking valet.
That's crazy.
I'm like, valet? He was like, yeah, girl, I don't care.
Okay. He'll pay that?
I don't say anything. I'm just the best friend in the passenger seat. I said, okay. Seat, yeah, so I got to sit there and shut up. So even, like, you know, they played a really, like, big part of my life. They actually showed me as to why, like, having high standards is a must.
Yeah.
So with my best friend's older sister, she's like my big sister, and I've known my best friend since 2014. Yeah, and like high school, like butt ass ugly looking braids, all that. From then to now, so it's them teaching me like Tosh, like no, like you need to do A, B, and C, so that way you can get A, B, and C back tenfold.
Yeah.
I said okay. And even like living with them when I was going through life, like I'm talking about their mom want diamonds and pearls and Versace and I don't know how to say Givenchy. Don't chew me when I say that because I don't know nothing about that. But you know, they like the finer things in life. Yeah. So I'm like, it okay. Like I ain't mad at it because you know, knowing how I am and how hard I work, I need the finer things in life too. Like. It don't need to be like diamonds and pearls, but you know, a little something.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's interesting. That's really, I don't see too much Haitians being too bougie. Maybe some of the women, but growing up how I grew up, I ain't had no bouginess. It's a struggle. You know what I'm saying? Like, to be real with you, like, I understand what you're saying, getting the finer things, but I think what I had to do, my parents have high standards as well too. But what I realize is Haitian parents put so much high pressure on their kids. Yes. It does turn them into diamonds, but their mental health goes out the window. And no matter what they want from me, I'm not going to do that. So I wasn't the all A's type of student. I was an A, B, C type of student. You know what I'm saying? Right? My parents were like, yo, get good grades. But I'm like, all right, I'm trying. I'm going to do my best. But hey, whether I get good grades or not, I'm still a human. I'm still a man. I'm still going to get to a college, still get a job, and still be successful. Like, it's just good grades. But good grades shouldn't define who I am, my value, whether I'll make it to heaven or not, whether I'll be a good husband, a good father. Like, it's just grades. So, like, having high standards is amazing. Like, I've learned a lot from my mom and my dad. But certain things is like, with Haitian people, like, they push you hard to the point where it's like, yeah, you're at a high level, you at a high standard, like you good, but you know, a lot of trauma came with that. Like I know a lot of Haitian girls, they're top tier girls, but a lot of trauma is like a lot of baggage, a lot of mileage. Is like, dang, so you turned out a great girl, but what did it cost you? It costed you your mental health, costed you trauma, costed you emotional problems, costed you with your trust issues, costed you with, you know, how you treat people, like certain things you can't unlearn or unsee because of how hard they push you to. So I believe in a high standard, but I also believe in just be yourself and give it your best.
I agree.
You know, that's really it. You know, I get what your best friend doing. Like I said, I've never really seen like too much bouginess. Some Haitians, I seen that, but now we're trying to get bougie. We blessed bougie, but I can't say we bougie. You know what I'm saying? Like we blessed, we got stuff, but I wasn't on like we got this, we got that. Like I had to work for everything. I had to learn everything. I had to like really get it out there for real. So it's like, okay, cool. But having a high standard is like, it's iffy. So when I have kids, like I'll teach them to be the best, but I don't want to kill them. Because secretly they won't tell you. They'll be like, oh, you did good. You see, I was hard on you. You got all A's. You went Harvard. You did this, did that. But then like them as a person, or them like when you're not around, them at night before they go to bed, who they are when nobody's around, is like, oh, I shouldn't have done that. You know what I'm saying? It's like you're stripping that person of their joy and their happiness just because you want to see them accomplish stuff and you can brag on them. Nah.
Yeah.
I maybe for my siblings, they could go through that, but me, I was like, nah. Yeah, no. I'm good. I'm a do me. And I give other people that advice, give my little sister that advice and everything, because when you really talk to other Haitians and, you know, the children and people, like how they grew up, it's different. We grew up mad different. Like, it worked out, you know, for sure. But some of us, like, lost a part of ourselves. And that's, like, probably won't ever come back. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Unless you pray it back, unless God give it back or something. It's like, it won't ever come back. It's like, damn, they took a part of you. You know what I mean? So it's like, I don't want to go through that, you know?
Hearing the stories of what, you know, the Haitian people I know experienced, it was like, damn, like, I've never experienced anything like that. So the way I grew up in the projects in New York City. So it's like, I was grateful for whatever we can get because I wasn't the one making the money. My mom was. My mom was the breadwinner. Yeah. And that's where my hyper independence comes from. Because hearing the stories of my other friends and my story, it's like so your dad was making the money and your mom was cooking and cleaning? It was like, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Or is both parents making the money and both parents are cooking and cleaning? You know what I'm saying? So it's it's different from what I've seen growing up. So with my mom being the breadwinner and the one cooking and cleaning, I'm like, okay, so maybe this is how I gotta live my life too. So that's where like me saying, oh, I don't want to ask a man for this, I don't want to ask a man for that. It's like, oh damn, it's only because that's how I saw it growing up.
Yeah.
So I'm learning how to let a man lead, how to let a man provide.
Right.
So
100%.
even though I'm working on not being so stiff, sorry y'all, I love y'all real bad. But you know, I'm unlearning a lot of unhealthy habits too.
Yeah.
So, you know, it's a process, you know, even growing up in an African household, you know, like it's just something different. I wouldn't say I'm full blown African. I'm Americanized. So not from the motherland, but you know what I'm saying? So it's like a lot of things that I've seen, I'm like, okay, if this is how life should be, okay, let me unlearn and learn certain things to grow as a woman. Because a lot of women want to be in their soft woman life.
Right.
You know, not an era, not a minute, not a second, a life.
A life,
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I think it's just hard I think, I'm not going to speak for every other woman, but just for me, to be with somebody who can't provide. You know?
Yeah.
So I guess it's still like a stepping stone. I'm still 25, young, hot, and ebony.
Yes, sir.
So, you know, it's just going through the motions of life. I feel like my husband is rich.
I hope he is.
I hope he is too, because I'm tired, honey. Come back home, please.
Yeah. I respect that, because what you doing, a lot of women ain't doing. You know what I'm saying? It's more like a take me as I am, because I look pretty. And it's like, yeah, you do look good, but you're not worth the stress. I'm sorry. I got passed on you, because there's certain things you do have to learn and unlearn. And a lot of women they don't know, like, they try to lead themselves. And it's like, nah, like, you have to let a man lead. And, you know, one thing I don't agree with is girls be like, well, it depends on how this man is for me to be a feminine or soft girl. And it's like, I get you. Look, hear what I want to say. Imagine if I said, I'm only going to be masculine around girls. It's like, huh? Like, I should be masculine always, no matter what. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I'm not at my full masculinity, but I'm learning. But no girl should be like, oh, well, I shouldn't say, oh, because of this girl, I'm masculine. It's like, nah. I have to be masculine whether she's in my life, whether she's not, whether she's in Europe, whether she's here, like, no matter what. So for a woman, I hold her to the same standards, as well as, like, learn some of those things, right? And have a little bit of softness. And then when you can trust a man, you can see him like, sure, but don't base everything off of him, because now you're losing your identity in him. So whatever he does is what you do. And it's like, God forbid, if y'all broke up, you're going to fall straight flat on your back and you're going to lose yourself and now your identity. So, like, for me, like, my faith in God is so strong. Whether everybody in the world starts believing in God, I still believe in God. Amen. That's how strong God to be. You know what I'm saying? So I shouldn't be like, oh, well, they don't believe in God, I guess I don't. Nah, it's like, I still believe in God no matter what. So, okay, you masculine, you feminine? All right, well, let me work on my masculinity, or let me work on my femininity, and then let's come together. But if you just waiting to see certain things and then I'll be soft, it's like, nah, like, that should be you regardless. You know what I'm saying? Like, you should be a good person regardless. Don't be a good person just because there's somebody you like or because somebody else. Be a good person because that's who you are. That's what you should be. You know what I mean? So don't base nothing off of, like, somebody else. Like, do that for yourself. So you learning those things, I think is going to be important. So now that you're learning now to let a man lead, when he does find you, when you guys, like, meet each other, it'll be easier because you did the work independently. And he probably doing the work right now independently. You know what I'm saying? But if y'all come together and you expecting this, he expecting that, then it's just a recipe for disaster. So
I agree.
Yeah. That's what I was saying.
So wise.
I appreciate it, man.
They can't touch you, Johnny. Lord bless this man. It's all
God, man. Appreciate it.
Man, protect him, please.
Preach.
So where can they find you on social media, Johnny?
Man, you can find me at 3ZF _ Johnny.
Underscore.
Yeah.
You gonna up the score too?
Oh, for sure. I'm gonna up the score.
Oh, see, the thing I really want to know, have you done features with anybody? Or, like, has anyone done features with you?
I have done one feature with Jay Addy. It's called Call, or it's something.
Lord.
My fault. I don't want it to get it mixed up with a song I have. I don't know if it's called Call on Me or If You Call, or something like that. I was like one of my first features that I actually posted. But right now, I really want to like finish the album. That's why I ain't really been on a feature run. I'm having features on my album, but I ain't really been featuring. I'm like, all right, let me finish these songs first before I just start putting out random stuff. You know what I mean? So, yeah. But I'm down for features. I very much am. I want to build with other artists, build with other people. So I'm down for that.
Okay. Make sure you charge them because you know your worth. Can't
For sure. I don't know what price yet. Well, when this album drop, the price will definitely go up. But for right now, I'm gonna wait it up. But then, like, by the end of next year, it might be like in the 4 digits, depending on how good I play my cards next year.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Play them right.
If I play them right, that check gonna be something for real.
Man, that check gonna be hefty.
Hey, really.
You feel me?
100%.
Okay. But yeah, that concludes this episode of Talks with Taj. Make sure you tune in with Johnny at 3ZF _ Johnny on all social media.
3ZF.
Oh, Big Zo. Excuse me.
Big Zo, for sure.
Yeah, but if you want to see what Taj got going on, make sure you follow my page at je.suis.tasha. You feel me?
Yeah.
Nah, you feel me. You dig? But then, like, if you want to be on the show, make sure you shoot me a DM and fill out that form and pay your money on Talks with Taj ATL on all social media platforms.
Do that.
You feel me? Because y'all know where the vibes is at. Are y'all dumb? Shitting me. But yeah, it's your girl Taj with the only Zo, Johnny.
Big Zo, 3ZF.
And that's a wrap.
Wait. You about to end it?
Yeah?
Oh.
Wait,
you already ended it?
No, go ahead.
Yeah. I'm going to let y'all know right now. This album about to drop. Y'all ain't ready for it. That's all I want to say.
We about to be sliding down the wall.
R.I.P. to all my friends that do music.
Oh.
R.I.P. to all the Southside artists.
Oh, so their career's about to end.
R.I.P. to all the Atlanta artists, respectfully.
Oh.
That's right. I'm sorry. I'm being just as real. Like, I want y'all to really feel it. Like, I'm not just talking. I'm being very quiet right now. Like, I ain't been dropping music, I ain't been doing too much. But when it come out, I'm coming for y'all. No cap. So I hope y'all up y'all game. 2025 mine.
Well, y'all heard it here first.
No cap.
Well, like I said,
PSA.
It's Taj and Johnny, and that's
Shout out Taj. It's a wrap. Yes, Sirski.